Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you. I feel like I'm deep in my spiritual walk, and we all flaw, and I try to. This moment in time changed my life, and I'll tell you why. It taught me I wasn't ready for everything, and I still had a problem with my ego, and many of us still have a problem with ego. Now, snow on the ground. Dan visits. Dan is, to me, he's like a car wizard. Knows everything about the cars. Didn't you used to? Didn't you used to have to race? I remember you had. What was that thing where you stored a race car, or you used to have a race car? Remember that?
Yeah, I had a drag car and a big old trailer that I pulled around and kept it in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you always had either a motorcycle or cool cars, and Dan loves the car, knows everything about it. I don't know nothing, so I always pretend I know what Dan's talking. Like, oh my god, it's amazing! You got a carburetor? What kind of? Oh my god, serious? This Dan is unbelievable. So, and I don't know. Whenever Dan talks with that stuff, I try to be, because he's so excited talking about it, like, yeah, oh my god, really. So he knows all about cars, and I trust he knows all about cars. He's always worked in like the car industry. So with that said, and he always helps around the house. Like, he's technician wizard. I think he's in a great industry now, but it's one of those. Dan, every time Dan came over, my wife Dee had him working. Dan, could you please wire a new alarm system? Okay.
Dan, to the point I brought tools.
You did. Every year Dan would bring tools because he knew he had to be working on something. And that's because I'm a multi-millionaire. Shill face. So with that said.
Yeah, but I work for free though.
Yeah, that's why I'm a multi.
Right.
So yeah, Dan's always doing something. He's out on the deck. He's in the basement. He's like, I need you to grab the wire and pull it up. What? Grab the wire and pull it up through the hole. And pull the wire. So Dan was your son in the car with us? I think who was in the car with us? Yeah, okay.
I believe your daughter and my son.
Gabby was in there probably?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. So me, Dan, and both his kid and my oldest are in the car, and it's snowing. It's snowing, right?
Oh, it's snowing.
It's snowing. Yeah, it's snowing, and it's icy. The worst condition. And at the time, what was my car? Ford
Taurus.
SHO. Okay. Well, Ford Taurus, because of my, multi hanging out with big actors, because I'm a shill.
Like me, and it was an SHO, just saying. So it was kind of a high-end.
Oh, you're right. It was a show.
And it was new. It was very new. D got it for you for like your birthday or something.
Dude, no. What happened was I always wanted a truck. I like trucks, and D wouldn't let me have a truck. So I shouldn't say that. Like, she gets to say whatever I want. She's like, why would you want a truck? We can't put it in the garage. Blah 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 blah. And then what happened was I had a car, a Ford Escort. I was driving a Ford Escort, and while I was on the road, D went to the Ford dealership. And she's the one that said, Jim can't be driving around no Ford Escort. I don't like this car. It's not good for him. I want a Ford show. So she got me a Ford show. And that, I will say, that car was unbelievable. I missed that car to a degree. It was dangerous, super fast car.
It was nice.
It was a nice car.
Yeah.
It was. So I just get this thing. All right. And the Ford guys know me at the service center and all that jazz. They've known me there forever. And while we're driving, Dan starts, when we get in our neighborhood, he's like, hey man, why don't you gun the engine and hit the brakes? And I said, no, dude, you gotta be very careful. This is the Northeast. This isn't Florida. You go flying on the ice. And Dan does what he does. He goes, you're not going to skid out. That's the stupidest thing. He goes, you have anti-skid
Traction
device.
control. Traction control.
Yeah, you got traction control. And I went, no, Dan. Yes, I have it. That's for rain. It's not for snow. And he starts with the, no, it's for traction. Traction means rain, snow, ice, doesn't matter, dummy. And and he starts it like, are you seriously? Are you really that stupid? So I'm like, no, stupid. You can't. And I'm going, now I know my confidence. I know what I'm talking about. And this is just a lesson for everybody. When unlike the shill guy, what's his name, Mike?
Hacker Lorem.
Unlike Hacker Lorem, I'm very confident of what I'm saying here. And I'm telling Dan, I know that it has a tracking device to keep you from skidding. However, that is only for rain. And I'm staying at this calm manner, and it's just the way it is. And I know this is the one department you don't know. And Dan, the professional antagonizer that he is, I mean, he is professional, man. I would love to have people bet into something. And I guarantee you, I'll have Dan talk them into it. I know I'll have Dan talk into it. If my life was on the line, I'm getting Dan and I'm gonna sucker this banana into doing this thing. Because I sit there and I go, okay, Dan, I'm not doing it. You're like, just try it. Just try gunning the engine. I went, Dan, I'm not doing it. You went, well, I'm telling you, you can do it. And you have no. I don't know. Are you worried? Are you scared? No, I'm not scared. I just know it doesn't work. I'm gonna slide. You don't understand. There's ice under the snow, and Dan repeats things, and it makes you feel stupid. Dan will do this. So I'll go, there's ice under the snow, and Dan will go, there's ice under the snow. Is that what you're saying? I'm like, yes, ice under the snow. And I went, yes, jackass, there's ice under the snow. He goes, you have a tracking. It will stop with the, so he doesn't stop. And
do you remember what I said? Do you remember what I said to you during all this arguments?
No.
We were arguing back and forth. I go, listen, Breuer, I know cars. You stick to comedy. I know the cars. But if you know better, whatever. Okay.
And that's the moment.
Okay, wait. I let it go after that. I let it go. And
you did
made a decision all on your own. Not me. I didn't do it. Your decision. Go ahead. Sorry.
And that's where Dan left it. And he's right. In my head, I went, I stick to comedy and you stick to the cars. I'll show you, Dan Baker. And what do? Now I'm coming up to my street. And I make a left.
Like a lunatic.
Yeah, I go, and then I go to make a left. And now the car is just skidding out of control. And the next thing you know, I feel boom. I hit the only curb in the neighborhood that is above a sewer. So I hit the sewer thing, and then it skids. So I'm like, oh shoot. I'm thinking, all right, that sucked. But now my steering wheel. You bastard.
He's hitting the gas. The engine's just racing and the car's not going nowhere. He's still around with the shifter, ain't doing nothing.
Yes.
Like, oh boy, this is not good.
I'm hitting the gas. It's just going zzz, zzz, and I'm thinking, all right, CJ, because that's another thing. Going up to my house is a little bit of an incline. When you turn the corner, it's an incline. So, and that's a rough hill to get up to when there's ice. So I know, living there for years until Dan antagonizes me, that you have to, once you go up, just don't stop. You got to keep going, because if you stop, you're going to start sliding down that hill. And I'm like, what the hell? I get out to look to see what's going on, and the tire is sideways.
It's actually separated. It's separated from the car. The tire was separated from the car. I have to correct you because you're a comedy guy, not a car guy. Can I tell you what the damage was? Okay.
Yeah.
So he hit the curb so hard, the tire busted all the lug nuts and flew off. The freaking brake rotor busted in half and is laying in the snow, sizzling down to the bottom because it's just melting the snow. And when the tire hit, smashed into the body and damaged the fender and the door. Okay, it's like damage galore. This thing, the CV joint is hanging out and just flapping in the breeze. This thing is. What did I say, Jim? What did I say?
Well. First of all, the way Dan is describing this is exactly how he said. See the smile on his face? You see that smile on his face? And the way he's in the tone he's talking, he gets out of the car and he goes, "This is a lot of damage. Like this is," and he's pointing out and he's going, "What were you saying? You're like the thing, the blah 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 is disconnected from the."
The axle was completely separated from the knuckle. It was completely separated. Shit's just all missing and gone in the snow.
And he's sitting there, he's going, "There's ball bearings on the floor. Do you know how much money this is going to cost?" And he goes, "The wheel is completely unhinged. We're talking thousands upon thousands of dollars." Like, "Are you serious?" Like, "Dude, this, oh my," and he's like, and dude, it's the first time I went from full blown, I wanted to punch you in your throat, to
really? No.
That only lasted for a split second, because
it's the only time you've ever been mad at me. It's the only time.
I was so mad. But then I turned all my anger to me, because I could not believe I was that stupid. And I think everyone needs a Dan in their life to put them in check to see how far will your ego destroy your life, because all that is ego. At the end of the day, it's ego.
Check out the Breuniverse every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you can't wait till then, sign up for Patreon and get it a day early, along with other exclusive content.